Today is December the 6th, and I'm just feeling some kind of way. There's a message that wants to come out, so I'm going to let it come out anyway. And it's Lori with LB Tarot 24. Let's get into it now. Bear with me, because sometimes I just be like, you know what? Let me just get the one I want, because you don't want just anything. You want the right one at the right time, and that's why I like it. Now, what's the message that will give me the answers that's adequate and accurate for this message that wants to come out at this time? Come on, man. What's the message that will give me the answer that's adequate and accurate for this message for somebody special on today? Ooh, honey. Let's see. Keep sitting unbothered, honey. Keep sitting unbothered. Who is here? Because at one point, I might have pulled it from underneath the bottom, but it's okay. Because sometimes you don't know what's on you. I'm trying to tell you, these clowns, they be trying to put stuff on you, but you got to stay prayed up, cleaned up, cleansed up. Oh, excuse me. And make sure you are saging, honey. I got to give me some sage. What's the other message? Blessed, honey. Somebody is blessed. And that is why, come on now, they are sitting unbothered, honey. You feel me? Abundance will be on the way. And tomorrow's Sunday now. And let me tell you something. I don't do tarot on Sunday. Okay? And I've been doing this thing since I want to say about 2020. It might have been 2023. I started out for my birthday. And I ain't know, I got people in my family that done this, way back. And I am just tweaking. But check it out. You sitting unbothered. Okay? This might even be for me. I don't know. But whoever it is, you blessed. Check that out. Abundance will be on the way. But the best part, check that on the card in the bottom. They want to be you, honey. And let me tell you something. I've been fighting this thing for a long time. When I say fighting this thing, getting help. I got to just say it from the God. Whether it's Facebook, whether it's my Instagram page, people been trying to take over. And it's a certain bloodline. They done stole my jingles. Had to get them back. You know what I'm saying? Had to get help with my Facebook. Then it took over. Tried to infiltrate my friends, my family page. You know what I'm saying? And it's an ongoing battle. But understand me. If this is for me, I'm sitting unbothered. I'm blessed. Abundance be on the way. And you want to be me. But it's time for you to go away. Because this is not your way. I am not you and you are not me. And you will never be. And the crazy thing is, that's for whoever message is. You might be related to me. You you might know me. You might be a tarot reader, honey. But we're going to get into this thing. Okay? What's the other messages? Hey, come on. That need to go along with. Keep sitting unbothered. Blessed abundance will be on the way. They want to be you. Come on now. What's the message that will give you the answers? That's adequate. Ooh, honey. Accurate. And hey, meant for you today. And let me tell you something. A whole bunch came out. Now a lot needs to be said today. Okay? Check it out now. Somebody's missing you. Check that out. Somebody's missing you, man. They're waiting eagerly. They're like, oh, I can't wait to see my boo. Oh, man. But let me tell you something. I can't wait to see my husband. I miss him dearly. I've been friends with him since 2009. And let me tell you, that's why I'm sitting unbothered. Let me let him know I'm missing you. He probably missing me too. But the best part of that is the reason why I'm blessed is because he's my friend. And that's what's most important. He's my friend. He's cute. He's sexy to me. He's smart. And he's trained in a certain area. And he can cook, you know. And there were times when I hadn't talked to him for years. And he would just call me out the blue, you know. Hey, y'all, B, how you doing? You know, that's not exact words, but just to give you. And it was times when I'll be wondering how, you know, I have been thinking about him and then trying to forget him, you know, past the taking different ways. And he'd call me out the blue and he would make my day better. That's when I was working because I'm retired now. And I'm a retired school social worker, if I didn't say it. And I worked for RPS in Richmond, Virginia for 21 years and 7 months. And actually, might have been a little bit longer than that, but I retired early. And I do my tarot. I started doing this, and I had a website, which I'm trying to get straight, but I ain't no need to go into that because I'm sitting unbothered. And sitting unbothered, but for somebody else, somebody's missing you, or you're missing somebody else. And listen to your intuition, okay? That subconscious mind, okay? That's why you're blessed. And know that if you haven't seen him, you will, or her, okay? And I always say, and this is funny, you know, because when I get up, I look at a scripture or something. I try to stay positive. And one of the reasons why I always say I'm blessed, no matter where I'm at, no matter what's going on, and I could cry, and it could be the worst situation. But I'm blessed because he allows me to wake up. And I don't care what you're going through. I don't care if you are a tarot reader or not. If this message resonates for you, when I wake up, and sometimes I get waking up, which is not always a good thing, but I'm grateful or thankful, however you want to phrase it, that I get to see another day. Because today is not promised. And my grandma used to say, she used to say, tomorrow's not promised. And I got into today's not promised. Okay? So make it what it is for you. And don't let those who intend to do evil and not good things get in your way. Get done what you can get done. So when you lay your head down, you know I've done my best for the day. And I'm praying I get to see another day. Because I'm going to stay on this way. Okay? And continue that promise. For some of y'all might be taking an oath. Y'all might be joining, I don't know, fraternity or some type of club. Or you might be in agreement with something, have some type of contract, or something might be getting done for you. And you just may have gotten married or getting married. You're about to get into a commitment or a relationship. And know that whatever it is, abundance is going to come your way. Okay? Know that. And then for some of y'all, you're wondering, well, what's coming up? I don't know. Patience is virtue. Because sometimes there's something unknown. But also understand this. This card, they want to be you. What comes up is also an illusion and confusion. So sometimes if something don't feel right on your mind, your heart, meaning they could have paid somebody to put a spell on you, meaning black magic. And there's confusion spells, there's sex spells, conflict spells, and there's voodoo, okay? And there's other things that I don't know about. And I don't remember because of my memory. But I want you to be conscious. Because sometimes people want to take over you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes things happen in the dark. Sometimes things happen in the light. Okay? And what I'm saying is wherever you are, try to be all right. Okay? If you're going out with friends, try to make sure you're looking out for each other. You know, you walking a person to the car, watch them leave. You know, I said it in my previous videos that people lurking in the night, stuff like that. What I'm saying is don't be afraid. Okay? We are coming out our tumultuous, I guess if I could say that, year. with a lot on our minds, things put on us, on our family lineage, on our bloodlines, changes to us. And we've had help, and if I don't say nothing else, and this is on my mind, I'm very appreciative of all the past presidents, because I feel like they have helped move this country in the right way. And they're doing their best to help keep us safe. And I pray that God knows that he is appreciated, he is loved, and we are thankful for him. Okay? And he can't get everybody with the divine intervention, but understand he has what I call angels. And before, I would say angels were, and God is the catalyst for all. He created heaven and earth. He even created hell for those who do wrong, for those who are evil. Okay? And before, when I got into terror and I was buying my house, I would call people who were helping me. And I'm going to give you some, I don't want to say name, I don't want to drop names, but like the loan officer, who I called him an angel, or the realtor, I called her an angel. And for me, that's divine intervention at the right time. But divine intervention can be something else too. And I want you to know that it will come at the right time. Don't stop praying. Don't stop ever thinking that God is not real. Don't think because you're a tarot reader that you can't love Christ, because you can't. But I think what's important, what I'm learning is, at some point you got to put this down. No matter how much you love it, you need to put it down. And so, like for me, I'm working on putting it down on Sunday. And tomorrow is Sunday, December the 7th. And that's his day. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get this message in here for who. But for all the tarot readers who are looking at this, remember that. I ain't telling you what to do, but it is important to put it down. Okay? Now, what's the other messages that will give me the adequate messages to go along with? Keep sitting unbothered. Blessed abundance will be on the way. They want to be you. Come on, Lord. Missing you, intuition, commitment, mystery, divine intervention. And please let me not forget this one. On the bottom here, we have pet. Don't forget your pets. And for some of y'all might have went on vacation or might be going, and your pets are missing you, okay? Or for some of y'all, you might have had to give them away, like to the SPCA. And they missing you. They think about you. And they might want you to know, at that time, it was the right time for you to give them up. Because you never know what would have been happening moving forward. And for who that message is for, who had to give them up, let them know they are loved, they are missed. And the owner is praying that they are with a good family. Okay? And for some may just want more attention and love. More time spent with you, doing something other than being in the house. That's the other thing, okay? The Christmas is coming. They can wait for Christmas. And you know what's so funny? I'm going to make y'all tweet. I had my teeth done, right? And one is missing that's supposed to go here. So I should only have one I have to work on. And that irks me. But you know what? I'm blessed anyway. So sometimes you might see a gap. It's not really supposed to be a gap. But I'm putting that out there so y'all know what the truth is. That's the other way it's Lori. Okay? Because there's only one me. Okay? And I don't need to show it. But sometimes it comes up. And I just want you to know that. So what's the message that needs to go along? That's accurate? These messages that I already spoke about today. So for some, my way or the highway. So some are sitting unbothered. For some of y'all got people in your lives, it's my way or the highway. That's for you to deal with. But what I would say is, if there's any conflict, in case it's that type of conflict without a spell, you need to sit down and talk it out. Especially if you're in a commitment, you need to sit down and say, okay, this is not working for me. I don't like this. How is it going to work for us moving forward? That's important. I don't want to talk about it. For some, they don't want to talk about it. That's why they're sitting unbothered. Okay? And sometimes, in social work, we would have to meet people where they're at. So if they don't want to talk about it, if it's not the right time, let them be. Okay? Let them be. And say, you know what? When it's the right time, let me know. Okay? And in some, I've moved on too fast. And that's probably why this came up. That's why they're missing you. I moved on too fast. And it's funny because in Steve Harvey's book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman, I think it is, he says, you get into a new relationship, you need to wait 60 days. Okay? And sometimes, if you, I don't know, sometimes you could be meeting with your spiritual leader and something like that. And they could say 90 days. And sometimes it's 90 days. Take your time is what I'm saying. Okay? Take your time. Take your time. It don't have to be like that. And on the bottom here, I watch your social media accounts, which is interesting, y'all. Look at that. I watch your social media accounts. And I have to put this down. And that's where this comes in at. See? They want to be you. I watch your social media accounts. And that's why also watch who's lurking in the dark or even during the day. Who's watching you, following you, and all that stuff. Trying to be like you. And for some, they even might want to try to steal your information. Okay? Because let me tell you something. Because I had one who did exactly that. And that's the one who taught me, honey. And I didn't know that person was so savvy with technology. And even though they come in different ways, meaning different forms and spirit and stuff like that, and I ain't into all that, I think it's important to know that. So you got to watch your back, okay? And what's the message that will give you the answers? Adequate, accurate when it comes to that type of person that you got to watch. Mystery watching, lurking with these messages, honey. What's the messages? I'm going to tell you. I cannot promise you anything. They probably can't promise you anything because they're so evil. They don't know how to stop doing wrong because they probably been given chance. And let me tell you something. The type of person I am, I learned. And there's nothing wrong with therapy, first of all. I learned in therapy that there are 4 things when it comes to forgiveness. And I chose to forgive and not reconnect. And so be mindful when they come back and say, please forgive me. Be mindful if it's true or not. Because you can forgive, but you ain't got to keep forgiving. Okay? Because that means they haven't learned anything. They're still trying to cause you harm in some form or fashion. Whoever that message is for. I wish I could have the courage to stick up for myself. You know what? And you got to be mindful of that too, because sometimes it could be a mask, wanting people to think that I haven't done anything. All I want to do is get back to what I love. This person or these persons are lying on me. I would never do that. All I did was make money. All I did was do right by people. All I did was not be able to promise anything. All I do is watch people's social media accounts so I can take over their accounts, okay? So I can infiltrate their credit cards, their bank accounts. They want to be you. Be mindful. And I'm going to tell all tarot readers, the good ones, be mindful, okay? Because I don't get up every day and check, is it going to be a good day or not? I put my faith over fear. That's the other thing. I cannot choose you. It's all too much, and I'm sorry. Okay? And so for some, it just goes back to why that person is missing you. Okay? And because they can't commit. They can't promise. They can't be in agreement. I cannot choose you. It's all too much, and I'm sorry. Okay? You know, and sometimes it could be, I cannot choose to be good. I cannot choose to do right. Okay? I am at war with my inner demons. Please stay away for now. This battlefield is not the right place for you. They are the demons, honey. You say, I am not at war with my inner demons. Please stay away for now. Whatever other demons they got are good people that listen, that they don't really want to go with them, stay away. Listen to them. If they warned you, trust and believe. What they are doing and saying is not good, and it's not for you. You know what I mean? And like sometimes, like you can have a sibling, you know, that not doing right. Okay, following that type of crowd, and that's not their testimony to to be at war with people, to harm people with tarot cards. Okay, to make people go to other people. Say you're in a marriage and they want their cousin or relative to go to their sister's husband or their brother's wife. Not good at all. Learn from your mistake, because you can always come back. Okay, you know, you can always come back, honey, because if you don't, you can always get that karma. That could be the divine intervention. Okay, it's crazy, but I think I'm into you. For some, be mindful who's into you, because sometimes it ain't the right person. Okay? So for some of y'all sitting there like, you know, I'm unbothered. Why are you thinking about me? What is it that you really like about? Do you even know me? So when you meet somebody, you let me tell you something. Now I'm like, when you meet somebody, you really get you need to get to know their name, their address, who their parent and family members are. Okay? Where they work at. You don't need to know their bank account number. Okay? You don't need to know their ex names unless they're doing something. Unless your intuition feels like they're doing something. Okay? I knew it from the start. That's a good question. I knew it from the start. I knew that I was raised as a kind person. And this is for the people who are not doing things evil. I knew it from the start that there was things I was meant to love. There were reasons why, you know, I'm sitting unbothered. I'm blessed. Abundance will be on the way. Okay? This is why you're following your intuition. See that? You might be getting into a commitment. Somebody you was in a commitment or relationship with may miss you. But no, timing is everything. And don't be sitting there watching the clock. Okay? And then on the bottom, I don't know if you see that. I know I have lied to you, and I am truly sorry. And for some of y'all, what may just be something that you don't know about, was confusing, and the pieces of puzzle coming together. Somebody may have just lied to you, and they're ready to open up and share that with you, and let you know that, you know, I'm sorry. And there's nothing wrong with saying sorry. And I actually said this. I said this in my other readings. And I hope that whoever it's for, it heals you. I really hope that it heals you. And I'm gonna let you know in a minute, okay, what the message is from those who want to say sorry, because there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, and I'm gonna start out with this. Okay, what's the adequate, correct message for those that want to say sorry to the ones that listen? Check that out. Forgive, but don't forget. They are sending harm. So they might want to make you aware that there's something that's trying to send harm to you. They might want to say that you need to be careful. They might want to say that they have sent harm to you and they want you to forgive them. Okay? And it's time to move on. And for the ones who are still sending harm, those are ones that you need to let go. And you need to just be mindful and watch out. You know, you may find like a bump on you, something like that. What's going on? Especially for these tarot readers. It may be coming from them. And then still, there are people out there that are evil, that are paying for these spells, paying, excuse me, which I would call good tarot readers, and turning them to bad ones. But I pray that they are able to turn themselves around, okay? And remember why they are who they are and why it is they turned out or started out as good tarot readers and what happened to them along the way. And are they ready to come back to being good and stop harming people, okay? But for the good ones, listen, you are protected, okay? You are protected. And then for someone who resonates, this is for an air sign, okay? And on the bottom, your ancestors are assisting you, okay? So know that. And then for some, you never turned bad. You're still good. And you need to know that. And you need to know that you are loved. And as I do this, I want to do like this for this person or persons, you know. You know, what's the other message in your conscious that are adequate and accurate for your ancestors, assistant, forgive, but don't forget they are sending harm. I am protected. It's an air sign. What's the message that needs to go along with these messages today? See that? Divine timing. For some, it's the right time. For some, it's the wrong time. And for those who are good and went bad, you need to wait. You know, because, you know, it may not be time for you to come back because you're not trustworthy. Okay? For some of y'all, it's a new beginning who are good, ended up doing something wrong, not necessarily evil things. And you coming back, it's a new beginning, okay? New journey. But for the other ones, you might need a rest, a pause. Take a break from the evil that you're doing or the wrong, because you may not have done evil that will warrant you like to go somewhere like down to HE double hockey sticks, okay? But understand that these tarot cards are real. Now, I've just been using oracle cards, but these are real, okay? And these can harm, okay? And you can't just pick them up. And you just can't say, oh, somebody taught me, and boom, 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 boom. Because you got to remember, somebody can also come in your energy. And really, there's one and only that's trying to get a handle on that. And remember that, okay? For some of y'all might be feeling you're single, you're alone, you're isolated, and you might need to socialize, okay? And then for some, these ones trying to cause harm want to get you in a predicament where you're isolated, where you're single, where you're alone, where you want to give up. And what I'm telling you, if you're trying to do right, don't give up. Keep doing right. Keep doing what makes sense. So make it make sense for me is I'm getting the message out for someone or somebody who knows someone or a person or persons, okay? And this is out of care and concern because I love doing tarot, but what I love is oracle cards, okay? Because oracle cards don't hurt nobody. And with oracle cards, I am protected. But understand this. If I have to, if I'm guided to do my job, I will get the tarot cards out to protect. Okay? And this keep coming up, but for some reason I want to pull this one. Taboo. That forbidden love. Okay? Crime. And that's what I'm talking about. For them trying to send harm. Stop trying to do things to people who are in love, or there might be someone where it's just a taboo. It's not meant for him or her. It's not meant for you. You might be in a fantasy, okay? It might be a love that is not a commitment for you. He's not yours. She's not yours. And you need to get, as one might say, in agreement with your mind, meaning live in reality, not something that's made up. And sometimes watching some of these shows, you could try to emulate something that's not real. Okay, and real love is not made. It don't hurt. Now you can have situations that can be hurtful, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, okay, and the person you were meant to be. You're not doing magic to make somebody yours. You're not doing tarot to make somebody your husband or your lover. You're not doing spells to do all that. And that stuff is real. Okay, and then on the bottom, with pets, you're not using tarot to mess with pets. You know what I'm saying? They're your friends. You're not hurting them. You're loving them. Okay? You're loving them. Okay? And there are dogs and cats that are needed, and there's some in the SPCA, and then there's some that you don't need to own an animal. Okay? And you know you are. You ain't gotta say, I ain't even gotta say nothing. I ain't gotta say nothing at all. Is there another message that need to come out this time? Ooh. I'm going to take that one because it feels like that's the one that needs to come out. Thank you. And I got the solar plex, okay, where it talks about this chakra strengthens your ability to be confident and in control, okay? And for some, maybe your communication may have been impacted, and now you're becoming more confident in talking, speaking up, being more assertive, maybe doing more group work, maybe doing more work at church or at work in group, in collaboration with others. I mean, it could be in fashion. It's just so many. It could be in music. It just depends, okay? And then be mindful that no one's trying to impact those type of groups as well. And then for some, when I talked about who caused the harm, their crown, okay? It's their mental, honey. And then for some, they who have the issues with the crown chakra, they trying to impact your crown chakra, okay? So be mindful. Like if you really do have it on, be mindful of, like, if you're angry or you feel different, you know, don't be afraid to rest. Okay, don't be afraid to sit down, take a walk, exercise, do something, a massage, something that's going, you know, even get a bath, you know, the way you get a bath. I don't want to tell you how, okay? And then be mindful of someone, because sometimes lurking and stuff could be third eye, trying to get more insight into the situation and stuff. And if it's for you to do that, it is. If it's not, don't try to use your intuition or your third eye to get into stuff that's not for you. And what I want to say to you is, today is Saturday. It's the day to feel the way you feel and get into the night. How you get into the night, just be safe wherever you are. And know that Lori is sending you love and light. That's all for my hard of hearing and deaf ones. And I just said light.